Welcome there. John's right down there. He sees the arrow. He's like, Daddy, I have to sniff it and rub it in my mouth, put my paw on it, and kind of bite it to see what it's like. Hey, John, I don't want you to mess it up. This is a bolt for uh, the crossbow my wife got me for Christmas that sadly I got after she passed away. John's down here. John, you want to say hi to everybody? John's looking at the camera like, what's that, Daddy? And here's Lucky. They're both like, yeah, whatever. And that's the new heater. I know the floor's a mess, but it's better than it was, and it's getting even better. My family came up here, they basically cleaned my place, and then I messed it up again, and then I started cleaning it again. So, what this video is about, after I've gone through a whole minute, my favorite season, it's the wedding ring, my favorite season, and my favorite thing to drink. What an odd subject to make a video about, but aren't most of my videos odd? Anyway, so my favorite thing to drink is tap water. I actually happen to have some right here. Our town doesn't add a bunch of stuff to its water. It's well water. No, so it's not. You're not getting that treated sewer water like you get in, like, say, some big cities. But you get. I mean, it tastes good, especially in winter, because it is ice cold. It tastes so good. And you don't have to add ice to it. You don't have to stick it in the refrigerator. You just turn on the tap water and it comes out cold, but it tastes so good. Is Up here we have lots of rocks and minerals and stuff, so you get that in the water, so it's probably very healthy. Maybe that's why it tastes so good, because it's healthy. But I love it. I love our town's excuse me, water right out of the tap in the wintertime. I like it. I like it the rest of the year. I love it during the winter. We haven't quite hit winter yet. We're about to. Um, you have to understand what a winter is in northern New England. Okay, northern New England winter is minus 20, maybe even minus. excuse me, maybe even minus 40. With 5, 10, 15 feet of snow out there. Now the mornings, the nights are cold enough that there's frost. Now I have a cousin up in Canada, not that far away. And he lives in eastern Canada, believe it or not. Most of my family on my dad's side, live in western Canada. Well, like 2 months ago, they were having frost at night. They were getting below freezing at night. 0 Celsius. 32 Fahrenheit. That's like 2 months ago. I was up in Canada, in BC, in Victoria, in '94, in August. And I was backpacking with my cousin and some of our friends. Excuse me. And at night, we would camp on the beach, and we were out there for 5 days. And at night, I had to put long johns on. I had to put a full set of clothes on. I had to put my fleece on. I didn't take a jacket with me, a coat. I didn't think August it would be that cold. And then I'm inside my tent, and I'm freezing. I'd go to sleep and wake up cold as you know what. And it was amazing. And I just wasn't used to that in the middle of August. I mean, my goodness. I mean, I had lived in Texas since 1972. You know, so it was different. Definitely doesn't get that cold in Texas in August. But now I live in New Hampshire, Nuevo Carey, as I call it. New Carey. I know I'm different, but the only thing I dislike about our winters, is that if I have to get the car to go somewhere, I have to get out there and I have to scrape the ice off of the windshields. I have to go out there and I have to bang on the hood, make sure there's no critters under there. And then I have to get in the car and turn it on, get the engine running, get it warmed up, turn the heater on, get it warming up, turn the defroster on for the back window. But I still have to scrape. I still have to scrape all that ice off of the back and front windshields. And then I have to scrape ice off the side windshields. And then if it snowed a lot, like let's say it snows 3 feet, which is not unusual. Yeah, the plow's going to come out and plow, but in order for him to plow the car park, I have to get the car out of the way. Which means, now I actually don't dislike shoveling snow necessarily, because I like the snow, I like the cold. I don't like, actually our summers are very hot and humid, and I don't like that. You know, I mean, I lived in southern Spain, I lived on Okinawa, I've lived in South Texas. I know hot, and Southeast Texas was hot and humid. I didn't care for it. Texas is hot. I mean, I don't care what part of the state you live in. In the summertime, it's freaking hot. So, anyway, I actually, sometimes I really enjoy shoveling snow. Sometimes it becomes a hassle. You know, it depends on a number of factors. Like, one thing I don't like is the ice. I like snow. I don't like ice that much, because if I have to take garbage down to the dumpster, even though it's not that far away, 20, 30 yards, that street becomes nothing but, an inch thick of ice. And I can walk the other way around, but it's the same over there. It's nothing but ice. So I don't mind walking in the snow. And see, I learned the trick. I learned a trick. If I have to take something down to the dumpster, or if I need to go to the basement, um, like if I have to go to the basement to check the oil level in the oil tank, what I do is, instead of walking on the street, which is nothing but ice, I walk right between where the little yard part is next to the building and the street. I walk in the snow. I walk in the snow instead of walking on the ice, which means I fall, and I have fallen. I fall anyway. Um, it's not good, and I use a cane, but I still fall. And falling is not good, and the older you get, the more dangerous falling becomes. But, come here, Lucky. Oh, here he is again. There he is. That's Lucky. Lucky, did you enjoy eating that moose? Yeah, I say we killed it, and Lucky killed it, and then Daddy cut it up and put it in the freezer and gave some to Lucky and the cats, and Lucky says, Daddy. Actually, Lucky would probably try to be friends with the moose. As long as it's not another dog, Lucky wants... we have a neighborhood skunk. We have a town bear. And Lucky has no problems with the skunk. He wants to be friends with the cats. He loves cats. He loves kitty cats. But other dogs, the neighbor has a pit bull, friendly as can be. I mean, the friendliest dog you've ever come across. But he's afraid of Lucky because Lucky is aggressive. Lucky won't actually bite. He'll put his his little snout, push. He has a girlfriend named Amber who lives right over here, and he's mean to her. Amber's smaller than he is. Amber's a little white poodle. She's very sweet. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about my favorite time of year and my favorite thing to drink. Have a good day, and Hillbilly Cabby, thank you.